YouTube, what's going on, everybody? It's Criv here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And guys, I wanted to go through kind of my wish list of balance changes that I want to see happen in the finals, either ahead of Season 4 or any time past Season 4. Like I said, I really hope that this game can be pushed in the right direction, in a nice competitive direction. I feel like some of these things, in my opinion, would help that. So let's go. All right, so starting off, we have 4 categories I've actually made. I've made a general, a light, medium, and heavy, obviously. So we're going to start with the general category. And the first thing I have in this general category is I think they need to add some type of nade or mine indicator. They need to make mines more visible, in my opinion. And especially, I think a nade indicator is very, very important, because when I die to nades, it would be nice to know where nades are coming from. Frag grenades are really strong in this game, and I think that's a big reason why, is because you just kind of throw them in and nobody knows where they're coming from. And then pertaining to weapons, I do think they need to adjust some of the visual recoil on some of the guns like the LH1 and the Lewis gun, and a little bit with the AK, but especially with the LH1, the Lewis gun for sure. The visual recoil on there is absolutely crazy, but I think that needs to be toned down a bit. All right, so that was the general things. Not very many general things I think need to be looked at, but like I said, I think those lists of things would be very, very useful. All right, so moving on from the general, we're going to move into the light. I don't think my general little list there was that much of a hot take, but let me know what you guys think. We're going to move into the light category now. So the very first thing I think with the light is they need to fix the fucking throwing knives. The throwing knives are very, very overpowered, in my opinion. Maybe not overpowered is the right word, maybe oppressive. They are very, very good. I think there should be some type of cooldown on them. When I'm throwing my throwing knives, I think you should be able to like throw a few and then have a cooldown. Like when you're throwing, you just keep throwing and throwing, and you basically hold left click until you get a kill, which is pretty crazy. I think there should be some type of, I don't know if it's fatigue or something, but I think there should be some type of reload-esque for the throwing knives. Another thing in the light class I think they do need to rework, specifically, I think you guys know what this is, but I think they need to rework thermal and smoke grenades. I also think they need to remove the tracking dart from the light class. I'm not too sure why tracking dart got moved from medium to light in the first place. Light has so many means of recon now, and I think that's why light felt underwhelming to play, because it felt like you weren't helping your team in any way, shape, or form. That's why they moved tracking dart over to light, but I don't think it's very useful. I haven't seen a single light player even use tracking dart competitively. They just use it for the memes sometimes. But those are my big things I want to see fixed with light. I do think the XP is very, very strong. I think they might need to tone that down a little bit. You can get beamed across the map with that too, which isn't the funnest thing ever. So I do not think they should touch any more recoil patterns. I think they should fix some, like bring them back to what they were, but I don't think they need to touch any more recoil patterns, because I don't think that'll be healthy for the game to continue to change that stuff on people. And we're going to move over to the medium now. Guys, there's not very many things in the light that I think light is pretty good, in a good spot right now, but medium, there's a whole other story. Now, the very first thing I think medium needs to do is look at the fucking model. Please nerf the model. I'm sure everybody, even if you're a casual player or a competitive player, you could be in bronze or emerald, I think you agree that the model is very overpowered. That shit can junk down a heavy in like 2.5 shots, like 2 in a melee or sometimes. It's very, very overpowered. I think that needs to be looked at very first thing. If nothing else, model nerfs. The other thing I think would be nice in the medium class is I think they need to add something to compete with the heal beam for specialization. Honestly, there are times where it is just worth it to not shoot and just to pocket people like you're playing Overwatch, you're playing Mercy. It's just so much more beneficial to pocket people. And they did nerf the heal beam. I know they nerfed it. It only lasts for 5 seconds now. Maybe they need to look at the healing numbers, healing per second. I'm not sure. Heal beam is very, very strong. Dematerializer is very fun. I think it's one of the most skillful abilities in the game, but I do think they need to look at heal beam because there's no point in running anything else. Guardian turret is kind of useless. Another thing I think they need to do, and I'm not trying to contradict myself, but I think they need to bring back the F-car, and how they can do that, in my opinion, is I think they need to bring the F-car back to the damage it had. If you guys didn't know, the F-car got nerfed down to 20 damage, I think it is right now. 20 damage per bullet, which is very, very low compared to its counterpart, the AK. The AK is very, very good compared to the F-car. I don't even know why you would really use the F-car unless you were goated with it before and you're just used to it. But the AK is so much better in almost every single category, if I'm being completely honest. I think they need to revert the changes they made with the recoil. The recoil is very, very hard to control now compared to what it used to be. In my opinion, I'm not a big FCAR user. I also think they need to bring the damage up a little bit. Maybe not to 24, 25 that it was before. Maybe just to like 23, maybe even 22. I think it would put it in a little bit more of a competitive spot with the AK. And the final thing that I think needs to be looked at when talking about the medium class is I think they need to rework the glitch traps or go back to the drawing board with the glitch traps. Guys, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure glitch traps are GA'd in some tournaments and pro screens because they are just so good. You can use them as a bit of a recon as well, because when people get glitched, it gives you a notice, obviously, that you're glitching somebody. You can put them on a statue, you can put them on the cash out. They are so good, and they were absolutely dog shit before, and then they reworked them and made them the best gadget in the entire game. So I hope they can revisit the glitch trap, maybe move it out of medium, I'm not sure, because there's almost no point in running glitch grenades as a light with the glitch traps working the way they are right now. I think they need to look at that for sure. And honestly, there isn't much else in the medium class that I think needs to be looked at. I think the Guardian turret is a little bit oppressive sometimes, but not the end of the world. It only does 5 damage, to be honest with you. I think maybe if anything, they should lower the health a little bit on it, in my opinion. But moving on to the heavy class, again, the first thing, I'm gonna come right out and say it, and this is me, someone who I play heavy quite a bit. They need to nerf the RPG. Jump padding with your medium and jump pad RPGing, the strategy is so oppressive. It's basically free damage, basically free kills. I think they need to look at that for sure. I also think, I don't know how people would feel about this, but I think they need to remove the mines from heavy. I don't know why heavy has mines. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you, but maybe I'm just bad. But in my opinion, I don't think mines should be in the heavy class. Moving away from mines though, I really think something they need to look at is charge and slam. In my opinion, charge and slam is very good. If you hit someone direct, it does like 300 damage or something like that. You can go through walls, go through floor. It's very good. Makes you very hard to hit sometimes too. On the same side of nerfing things, sticking with the RPG and what I just said about the charge and slam, I do think they need to look at the SA-12's damage, in my opinion. I think they need to reduce the damage per pellet. I don't think the range is the problem on the gun. I think it's the damage per pellet. That needs to be looked at desperately too. There isn't much variety in the heavy class either. Kind of the same thing with medium. Light, I say, is the only class that has a lot of variety. You have a lot of options on light, but on heavy, you only really have the options to run the SA-12, to run either the winch if you're trying to troll a little bit, or if you're in a very high level pro scrim where you have 100% communication, 100% team play the entire time. Or the one that's better for ranked is you can run mesh shield. In my opinion, mesh shield's very good. I don't think mesh shield needs a nerf. Again, I think what makes the SA-12 good is the mesh shield and is the winch call. I think winch needs to be looked at too, sticking with that topic. I think that winch, like I said this in my last video too when I talked about the patch changes. I think they need to make it so winch can get blocked by barriers, but that's just me. Honestly, I don't think much else that winch needs to do. I know they nerfed the range, but I think that can stay. Maybe they can give it even a meter or two of range back and make it so it gets blocked by barriers. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I am going to leave you guys with this one question. If you guys made it this far in the video, if you could drop a like, that would absolutely be fantastic. I love you guys for that. I also want to leave you guys with this one question. Like I said, do you guys think that the finals should have HML roll lock? Do you think that this game should be locked at heavy, medium, light every single game? Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to follow all my socials, Crave FPS on everything, I have links down there to my Discord, Twitter, all that good stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out.